All right, so I want to talk a little bit about toxicity. My background is investigations. Things need to make sense for me. So I've been drinking sodas for a long time. I mean, I don't drink them now, but I had drank them for years and years and years. Now, when you're a police officer, typically the convenience stores will give you free sodas,
Oh, so
right? You
nice.
just come in with your cup, or you grab one of their cups, whatever, and fill up free sodas. I mean, I've been drinking a lot of soda throughout my life. So what's in soda that's very, very common is high fructose corn syrup,
Ugh.
right? So, and I just happened to run across an article, and it just started me on this trek. I wanted to dig in this a little bit more, because I started learning about the damage that high fructose corn syrup does to the body. And I was like, this is something that, a toxin-free life is something that I'm about these days. And I wanted to share some of what I learned with our listeners. Okay, so we know that it's a sweetener, right? It's derived from cornstarch. So, but I think the creation process is a little interesting, right? So, in order to create high fructose corn syrup, enzymes have to be added to the corn syrup to change some of the glucose into another simple sugar called fructose. Okay?
Okay.
The enzymes, which are alpha amylase and glucoamylase, all right, they're used in the high fructose corn syrup processing. They have been genetically modified, which I hate that, right? Whenever we get into genetically modified, no, it's not good for the body. But they've been genetically modified to improve their heat stability for the production of high fructose corn syrup. So that's a bad sign straight out of the gate. But why do we use it? Well, or why is it used, right? Well, it's cheaper, which we know when it comes to business, right? Cheaper is better. It's sweeter, which we know that too. So you have to use less of it, or you can use more of it and just enjoy the sweetness of it. Well, it increases the appetite. That's the key
Oh.
to the whole thing, in my opinion, because it's like, well, I'm not full. I want more of it. It creates a desire for more of whatever it is you're consuming, right? But it's also absorbed much more quickly by the body. Okay, and I'll go into a little bit of that here in a second. So, according to the Cleveland Clinic, high fructose corn syrup is and high fructose in the diet leads to insulin resistance, obesity, type 2 diabetes, and high blood pressure, all of which are bad. Right? I'm just saying,
Right.
they're all
Yeah.
bad. So the only your liver, and this was amazing, only your liver can process high fructose.
Okay.
Only your liver. Okay? That's where when high fructose gets in the liver, it initiates fat production, a fat production factory, really. Triggers the production of triglycerides and cholesterol.
Wow.
It's super crazy. So where do we find this stuff? Well, we find it, believe it or not, in salad dressings,
Mm.
right? Breads. That blew me away. Breads, canned fruit, breakfast cereals, nutrition bars, peanut butter and jelly, ketchup, applesauce, cold cut meats, even.
The preservative
Well, think about
too.
it.
Yeah.
That you make it taste better, and it makes them want more of it. It just makes sense. They put it in everything. Okay, and even pickles, right? Even pickles. I thought that was funny. So a couple of dangers associated with it. Okay, so cancer, not good, right? Fatty liver. So only your liver processes high fructose corn syrup. So when high fructose corn syrup enters the bloodstream, the freed up fructose travels directly to your liver and it overwhelms its processing capacity, triggering fat production. So this is a big deal when it comes to fatty liver, right?
Yep.
We don't want that. High cholesterol levels and leaky gut. So I'm like, well, so what's the deal with leaky gut? How does that happen? So high doses of high fructose actually punches holes in your intestinal lining, okay, which allows proteins like gluten. Hello, everybody's gluten sensitive these days.
Right.
Bad bacteria and undigested particles to pass into your bloodstream, directly into your bloodstream, which triggers inflammation, causing a whole bunch of problems. Isn't that crazy?
You
I
just
mean, it's just absolutely blows the mind that all of the bad stuff that something like high fructose corn syrup can do to the body. It's at high fructose levels. It's too much, too fast for the body, and it's genetically modified, at least in part.
right. I
It's
totally
crazy.
get it. So, something you may not know, but you're gonna know now. My mom, she has fatty liver syndrome. Okay. They kept testing her for cirrhosis of the liver, right? And they said her liver is so swollen. It's because she has been drinking Coca Cola. I'm going to call them out for 45, 50 years every day. That's her addiction. She likes to have a Coke every day. That's just something she does. And it's coming back now at the age of 76 to haunt her.
Yikes.
and that's the reason.
I mean,
So-
can't we just enjoy things that are sweet and fun to eat and drink without like, okay, by the way, this is what's going on. It's just life just doesn't seem fair,
It's
you
not-
know?
Hey, come on now. Your mom taught you that when you were 2. Life isn't fair.
Yeah, right.
Throw your passing.
That was just when she was trying to take stuff away from me. Come
Exactly.
on, life's not fair. Suck it up.
That's funny.